The woman, with the ability to foresee the future, knew she would soon be caught by the old man and sold to a brothel, leading her life to become tragic. But what she didn't expect was that the man could also hear her thoughts and realized that she was being framed by her older sister. At first, the man didn't believe it, but then the sister entered with the old man. The woman quickly hid, but her sister found her and pulled her out. The old man, seeing the man's actions, immediately scolded him, telling him that if his fiancée found out, not only would the marriage be ruined, but even his business would collapse. In a fit of anger, he decided to sell the woman to a brothel. When the man heard this, he realized that everything the woman had predicted was true, and he became more convinced that she could predict the future. The woman begged the old man to spare her, and offered to serve the man as a maid instead. When they remained unmoved, the woman secretly cursed, and threatened to spread rumors about the man's poor health. Hearing this, the man was furious, and reluctantly begged the old man to spare her, fearing that the woman might ruin his marriage with rumors. The old man agreed, but the sister, frustrated by her failed plot, angrily left. Seeing this, the woman felt relieved, grateful. She tried to please the man, but the man seemed indifferent. To ease the awkwardness, the woman began cleaning. At that moment, the man realized that he couldn't hear her thoughts anymore. He wondered if he needed to be closer to her to hear her thoughts, so he pulled her in and kissed her. And indeed, the next second, he could hear her thoughts again. Satisfied with the answer, the man asked her to help him change clothes, but being from the modern world, the woman struggled with the ancient clothing. Accidentally, she knocked off his belt and jade pendant. She carefully picked up the jade pendant and handed it to him. Then it occurred to her that the pendant was his mother's heirloom, and shouldn't be damaged. When the man heard that she knew about the pendant's background, he immediately demanded that she reveal her true identity. Just then, a servant's voice came in, asking the man to meet the old man. When the woman heard this, she immediately realized that today was the day the family was falsely accused of buying ginseng, and imprisoned by the son-in-law. Worrying about how to tell the man had already heard her thoughts and asked her to accompany him. As expected, the old man was troubled by the ginseng purchase. When the man heard this, he was even more certain that the woman could predict the future. Then the woman predicted that the son-in-law would suggest the old man use party ginseng to deceive the old family into thinking it was real ginseng. Sure enough, the next moment, the son-in-law suggested this plan. The man immediately rejected it, explaining that the officials could easily tell the difference between real and fake ginseng. Hearing this, the old man praised the man's wisdom. The woman thought he was clever, and when they returned home, the man was delighted, since it was the first time the old man had praised him. However, when the woman approached to encourage him, the man pulled her into his arms, and told her that she was his lucky star. But the woman knew that his fiancé would appear the next day, and that the man would soon fall deeply in love with her. When the man mentioned wanting to be intimate with her, she quickly claimed that she was ill. Hearing this, the man had no choice but to let her change his clothes. At night, the man deliberately leaned close, forcing her to fan him, but the woman, displeased, decided to punish him slightly. She bit her finger, drew blood, and smeared it on the man's face to attract mosquitoes. Sure enough, the next day, the man's face was covered in mosquito bites. Seeing this, the woman couldn't help but laugh, and thought to herself that the man would fall for his fiancée at first sight, and that she